The Illinois Education News, Episode 14. From the Intelligencer. Illinois State Board of Education to increase 2021 budget. Posted on January 20th, 2020. From Springfield. The Illinois State Board of Education on Wednesday, January 15th, approved its fiscal year 2021 budget recommendation for public education statewide. ISBE recommends a $760 million increase in general funds for public education for a total investment of $9.64 billion. The request includes a $100 million increase for early childhood programs to build on the historic investments in last year's budget and help advance the goal of making Illinois the best state in the nation for families raising young children. ISBE will deliver its budget recommendations to Governor J.B. Pritzker and the General Assembly. The Illinois State Board of Education's request all includes a $43.75 million for high-impact investments in the teaching profession to elevate the recruitment and retention of diverse and effective educators. As a state, Illinois is committed to becoming the best place in the nation for families raising young children, with the nation's best early childhood education and childcare. State Superintendent of Education, Dr. Cameron I. Ayala, said, "I make this promise as state superintendent, as a mother and a grandmother, and as a former kindergarten teacher, for every single child in Illinois to have high-quality early learning programs that help them develop the cognitive and social and emotional skills that they need to be successful." Governor Pritzker's fiscal year 2020 budget included the largest appropriation for early childhood in Illinois history. The ISBE's recommended increase of $1 million for the fiscal year 2021 will allow early childhood block grant programs to serve approximately 10,775 more children from birth to age 5. I also make a commitment to Illinois current and future teachers. We will invest in our profession, said Ayala. The work of our teachers in the classroom is where the magic happens. Our teachers love their students and love their jobs, and we promise to invest in them and their work in return. The $43.75 million that ISBE recommends for investments in the teaching profession includes $15 million for the Golden Apple Scholars of Illinois, which provides tuition assistance for academically talented students, especially students of color, to earn teaching degrees. And the Golden Apple Accelerators, which provides a path to teaching for career changers with a bachelor's degree. $10 million, career and technical education programs that support high school students and gaining college credit and hands-on experience leading toward career in teaching. $9 million for high-quality teacher and principal mentoring programs which can reduce turnover by 50%. $2.5 million for the Futures Teachers Program, which creates pathways for students to pursue careers in bilingual education while simultaneously earning the state seal of biliteracy. The $2.5 million in recruitment of individuals of color to participate in educator pathways and teacher preparation programs as part of the Diverse and Learner Ready Teachers Initiative. $2 million for Teach for America, which recruits, places, and supports teachers in schools serving low-income students. TFA has committed to at least 50% of teachers it places in the fiscal year 2021 being teachers of color. $1.5 million for the National Board Certification, which supports experienced educators in growing as practitioners. $1 million for the Educators Rising, which is a student organization that supports aspiring teachers and their mentors. $200,000 stipend and expenses for the Illinois Teacher of the Year. And $50,000 for the Illinois School Psychologist Internship Consortium, which connects districts and other entities to students who are preparing to serve as school psychologists. In addition to targeted investments in early childhood programs in the teaching profession, the ISBE recommends a $510 million increase for evidence-based funding in the fiscal year 2021 to accelerate the state's progress towards adequately funding every school district. Governor Pritzker's budget last year exceeded and required minimum investment in EBF. Increases in EBF spending largely go to districts with the greatest need. EBF accounts for 80.1% of the ISBE's total fiscal year 2021 general funds budget request. School districts have the flexibility to use EBF to meet local needs, including hiring and supporting teachers and staff. ISBE's budget recommendation also includes $3.3 million across the fiscal year 2020 and 2021 for the agency to establish the Student Care Department, which will continue analyzing and investigating instances of timeout and restraint in Illinois schools. The department will be dedicated to receiving and addressing any concerns about student safety and well-being going forward. More than 350 submissions from educators, parents, families, and community advocates informed ISBE's fiscal year 2021 budget recommendation. ISBE hosted 4 hearings in East St. Louis, Bloomington, Mount Vernon, and Chicago to gather feedback. This is Illinois Education News.